Hey there, this is Dawn.
Hi.
And we are here this evening to give you an update on the 46-gallon bow front aquarium that we have set up. This is an aquarium for shrimp, snails,
And tiny fish.
and fry, yes. So here's feeding time for these guys. We have magentas, ivories, purples. There's a big ivory over there. There will be a blue around here somewhere. There's some blues, and there's a wild one over there.
And we have ram's horns.
Yes, we also have ram's horns. There's a ram's horn there. There's a red ram's horn.
And we have blue ones and pink.
And we have blues and pink. Oh, there's a blue. There's a blue mystery. See all the fry? Have about 6 pieces of driftwood in here. This is a driftwood that I've been boiling for weeks now. Boiling, setting it out, boiling again, setting it out, just back and forth in a big stock pot, trying to get all the tannins out. I got, I think, most of the tannins out, but it was still leaching a lot of tannins. And then finally I kind of just gave up. It finally stopped leaching so much, so then I finally put them in. The tank water is a little bit stirred up because I've been slowly shifting the substrate from pebbles and rocks over to just sand, and this is the pool filter sand. And the reason for the shift is right there. That is a rabbit or elephant snail, and those guys don't do so well. They don't do so well on rocks. They do a lot better, I think, because of their shell and how they are. They do a lot better with just sand. There's another elephant snail way back there. You can see that shell type.
And
What's that?
and we also got pond snails.
We have pond snails and we have bladder snails in here as well. And let me see if I can show you the difference, or I probably won't. Will it focus on this? All right, so that one over there, I believe, is a bladder snail because, oh wait, because it has little tiny antenna. And then the pond snails have thick antenna, or antennae, whatever. They also have a different shaped shell. Okay. Now the snails are great because they clean up, but I mean, I wouldn't get them as a cleanup crew. Not the big ones, not the big mystery snails, because the mystery snails don't really eat algae. They just eat a lot of food and they poop a lot. But one of the big advantages of them is that their poop feeds infusoria, and then the fry can eat that, and even the teeny tiniest fry can eat that. So basically they make food for the fry, which is great. Then I don't have to worry about that. Over here is my chestnut snail coming over. He's my big male. That's him moving along.
I like that one.
Yeah, he looks kind of dark right now, but he's on the other side. You'll see his stripes. He's a brown, more of a brown tannish. Here is, here's an ivory coming up. They're great. Love their long antenna.
The more longer their antenna is, the more greater they are.
All the different plants, and I got some pennywort that I put in there as well. There's pennywort, there's grasshead arrowheads, there's a lot of floating plants in there.
Like
Guppy
duckweed.
grass, duckweed, yep. Oh, look at this guy. He's moving along. For my filter, I have a hang on the back filter that is outfitted with the intake. There's intake right there. And the intake has a big old sponge over it. So it's like a powered sponge filter, which I like a lot better than just a regular sponge filter. I didn't feel like that was strong enough. The shrimp are doing great in here. The snails like going up to the top over there, which is why I try to make the driftwood go all the way to the top. For my fry, I've got endlers, I got guppies, mollies. Oh, there's a shrimp.
We have red shrimp,
Yeah, we have red shrimp,
ghost shrimp,
blue shrimp,
black shrimp.
Oh wait, guppies. Fry, guppy fry, molly fry,
There's
neon tetra.
There are a lot of guppy fry.
Yeah, lots of guppy fry. Zebra Daniels. What else has been making babies? And I'm not sure what else. Maybe others, but I won't know until they get bigger. There's a whole little school of them. You can see. Kind of see. My camera is having a really hard time trying to focus because there's actually so much going on in this tank.
And I can't focus like what to focus on.
Yeah, because there's so much going on. All the little shrimp. The shrimp and the snails are funny together because the shrimp love to sit on top of the snail shells. Now, for food, what's in here is there's a bowl of green beans, there's fish food, there's carrots, there's algae wafers, different types of algae wafers, and then I also make some snello.
Like him, he's eating the green bean.
Oh, here's the wild one.
Yeah, he likes a green bean actually.
Yeah, so the wild one has a dark, very dark, super long antenna.
And he's really big, bigger than the other guys.
Yep. And much darker. And he is just loving the green beans. He wants to he's grabbing all of them. Look at him.
So far he has like 3 or 2.
Yeah, he's grabbing all of them. He's hungry.
Mine.
I had put him out into the other pond, and then but that one was not heated, and the temperatures have been getting down under 50 degrees. The water felt freezing, and then I finally felt bad for him, and I put him back into this tank, and now he's eating a lot because he wasn't getting a lot of food in the other pond.
But we're hoping that he is not eating the plants.
Yeah, we don't want him to eat the plants in here, but if he's eating the green beans, then that's a good sign that he might leave my other plants alone. I took out a lot of my special plants just in case, though.
Yeah, because if the snails eat them, then they're going to get destroyed.
So for the ram's horn snails, I want to breed up the pretty ones, like the blue leopards,
And the
reds, pinks.
Yeah, a dark red right there.
Yeah, there's
That one's darker than the other guys.
the leopards are cool.
Yeah, because you can barely even see their spots, but if you look closely, then they have spots.
Yeah, and those guys. Ooh, watch this guy. The snails are just fascinating to watch.
I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
That's a zebra danio fry right there. They'll sometimes go into the air bubbler and zip all the way to the top as a shortcut all the way to the top. I do leave food in here for a while because the snails are supposed to love eating soft, decaying, dead matter, which means that you need to leave it in there longer. And And if it grows stuff, then that is actually more stuff for the fry to eat. And so I haven't seen a problem at all yet. They seem to love continually working on it, and it's not causing any issues at all, just to leave it there. Just, I don't leave a ton at a time, but a little bit at a time, like that piece is good. And then once that piece starts looking like that, then that's when I add, like today I just added the new fresh green beans. But even adding the fresh ones, and that's a fresh piece of carrot over there, but even adding the fresh ones, they will wait a few days before they're actively eating on it, because they want it to get a little softer first.
Kind of like cereal. You want it to get a little bit softer.
Yeah.
When it's too crunch.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
There's a little pearl.
We like the pearl ones.
Yeah, that's a pearl ram's horn.
That's my favorite ram's horn.
Yeah. Big guy moving up there. There is a big ram's horn. I just love this tank because there's so much going on, so much to watch, and we seem to have a good ecosystem going on in here. Everything's really balanced. I'm trying to grow infusoria, trying to grow, you know, little micro organic stuff in here. The fry and the shrimp seem to love those. The shrimp are doing really well, and the fry are doing really well. I don't lose any.
And snails.
Yeah, but I mean the infusoria is more for the fry and the shrimp to eat. Oh, there is. I just saw a red shrimp. Oh, he went to the other side. There's a shrimp on the green bean.
We have pregnant mamas too. Shrimps.
Yeah.
We have a red pregnant mama that's red.
Yeah, she's buried up.
And she's really fat.
And over there I have a cup full of Rixie plant, and I don't see any shrimp on there now, but usually there'll be a whole bunch of shrimp in there, and they actually like going in there. And
like kind of like when you're in jail, only you can squeeze in and out.
yeah, I think they feel safe in there. There's a shrimp swimming around over there.
Don't tell them that things can get in there.
Yeah.
Do not tell them.
Okay. Oh, this one's pretty.
There's a red shrimp over here.
Oh, okay.
See?
Yeah.
We got some red shrimp, ghost shrimp, and black shrimp, and I think some blue shrimp.
The plants do a really good job at creating an environment for the infusoria as well, and hiding places for the little ones. I don't know, they just like zipping around and doing whatever it is they do as they grow bigger. And then when they grow bigger, then they go to the 110, and if anyone gets too big for that, then they'll go into the 300 gallon.
And the plants are good for them to scratch their bellies.
Oh yeah.
For the pretty scratchy ones.
That's an ivory. That's a really pretty ivory.
That's a really pretty ivory. That's a pretty ivory. That's a pretty ivory. That's a really, really pretty ivory.
Going right up into that bowl.
We have another one over here that's spilled.
Well, it's spilled because of the big wild one that made a big old mess.
Big old mess.
I think it's too dark over in that end, so my camera doesn't want to focus.
We left a little space right there so that they could be free from all the things that she put in.
Oh yeah. She said that I need to leave this space over here open so that they have some open room. And then over here, it's a lot more cluttered.
It's like a fair going on.
There's just so much going on in here.
So much going on. She put some mushrooms in there. She put a lot of plants in there actually, like I don't know how many.
You can see how all the little fry, they're picking at stuff on the ground. Not necessarily food either. They're picking at stuff on the sand and the plants and stuff, and that's what I think is they're getting the infusaria.
Oh, and they kind of eat the plants, but they're not eating the plant. They're eating the little algae on it.
Yeah, they're getting the algae and the infusaria that's growing on the plants.
So if you have fish and they're kind of picking at your plant, but they're not eating it, they're picking the little algae on it.
Uh-huh.
Well, unless you see them like actually biting it.
Yeah, unless it's a fish that actually eats plants. But we shouldn't have any of those.
We have ram's horns, the mystery snails, the pond snails, the bladder snails, leopard ram's horns, red ram's horns.
Blue leopards.
Oh, blue leopards?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. We got pink ram's horns. We got all different kinds of stuff. Oh,
That one looks like it's flying.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Every night and day, spread my wings and fly away.
It's really interesting because the snails will learn how to control the air bladder inside of them and control their buoyancy. So especially I see the mystery snails do it a little, like you'll see when they fall, instead of dropping like a dead weight, then they'll glide down. They keep their foot out and they land on their foot, which is really good. But when they were smaller and they didn't know how to do that, they were dropping like dead weights, and it was kind of freaking me out because I didn't want them to hurt themselves. But as they grow, then they learn how to control their buoyancy. Or not. If they're afraid of something up above, like if I put my hand up above and they're afraid that they're going to be captured, then they'll drop fast. But if they just want to go down slowly, then they can drop down slowly.
Like flying.
And then the pond snails have learned to another extent. They have learned how to float upwards very slowly. To where it's almost like they're flying slow motion up, and they can control how fast they go up and how fast they go down.
And they kind of fly in the water.
Yeah, it looks like they're flying in the water when they're doing that, and it's really cool.
So we sing the song, I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Every night and day, spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. We sing that song.
All right, so there you go. That's an update on the aquarium project. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.
And please like
Like the video
and subscribe.
and subscribe. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.